Hello students, my name is Pragati Misra. In our last video we have discussed about a topic which is differential equation of first order but not of first degree, in which I told you the how many forms of solution exist. That is, firstly I told you about the Cartesian form in which only x, y and z are involved, and secondly I told you about the parametric form, and I told you that there are three methods to solve such type of differential equations. First one was solvable for p, second one was solvable for y, and third one was solvable for x. I told you about the method solvable for p, and I take two examples to show how to apply this method on any given differential equation. Today I will discuss about the method solvable for y, which is the second method to solve such type of differential equations. So our second method is solvable for y. Firstly, we have given an equation of form x, y, p is equal to 0. That is, we have given a function which is the function of three variables, in which first is two variables, in which first is x, second is y, and third is p, where p is equal to dy by dx. I told you about it in my previous video, so you can watch it there. And secondly, what will we do if it is solvable for y? After seeing the form, you can understand that it is solvable for y or solvable for x. You have to see that if the degree of y is 1, if degree of y is 1 and degree of x is more than 1 or anything, then you will apply the method solvable for y. And if degree of x is 1, then you will apply the method solvable for x. So it depends. Okay, you have to understand that which method I should apply. So it is solvable for y. If it is solvable for y, so it can be written in the form I will take y at one side and other function, that is other terms, at other side. So I am considering it as a new function, that is capital F of x comma p. After taking y at one side, the terms which are remained here, that will be function of only x and p. Then now we will differentiate this equation with respect to x. So suppose this equation is 1, and now I am going to differentiate it with respect to x. Differentiating equation 1 with respect to x. So after differentiating, this becomes dy by dx. That can be written as p, because dy by dx is equal to p, and that will be equal to f of x comma p, and the derivative of dp, the derivative of p with respect to x becomes dp upon dx. So here we are getting again a new function which is the function of x p dp by dx. Since we have taken the derivative of this function with respect to x, so I am getting this type of differential equation. Now we will solve it. Solving this equation, we have discussed about so many methods to solve a differential equation. That is variable separable method, linear differential equation, homogeneous form. So whichever form is suitable here, we will apply that form and then try to solve this type of differential equation. So after solving this equation, suppose we are getting a new function which is named as psi, which is the function of x, p and c. Since we are going to solve this, then dp by dx, after integrating this function, this becomes we are getting an arbitrary constant which is integrating constant, that is c. So after solving this equation, we will get a function of this form, and which is equal to 0. This is our equation number 2. So now we will try to eliminate the value of p from equation 1 and equation 2. So eliminating p from 1 and 2, we get the required solution. So this was the working rule of solving an equation which is of first order but not of first degree. And yes, after seeing the degree of y, you can understand that it is solvable for y or not. Firstly, we have to write y at one side and other terms at other side. So other terms, after taking other terms at one side, it becomes the function of only x and p. Now we will differentiate this equation with respect to x. After taking the derivative, this becomes dy by dx, that can be written as p, and this becomes the function of x, p and dp by dx. Since we have taken the derivative with respect to x, so this p becomes dp by dx. Now we will solve this equation, and after solving this equation, in the solution we have to take the integration, and after integration we get an integrating constant which is arbitrary. So we will get a new function which is named as psi of xpc is equal to 0. Now we will try to eliminate p from equation 1 and equation 2, and after eliminating p from 1 and 2, we can get the required solution. So this was the working rule to solve a differential equation which is solvable for y. I will take one example to show how to apply this method on any question, then you can understand it clearly. So this is our example. Here you can see it is given in that form so that we can understand that it is solvable for y, because y is at one side and other terms, that is the function of x and p, on the right side. So we can understand that this function is solvable for y. And yes, you can see this is the linear differential equation of first order, and yes, it is present in first degree also. But after seeing the form, you can see here p is present, that is the derivative of y with respect to x is present with log. That cannot be solved by previous method that I told you in previous videos. So we will apply our today's method, that is solvable for y. What was our first method? Firstly, we'll take, students, you can see that here this was the function of x, y, p. Then we take y at one side and other terms at one side, but it is given in this form. So we have no need to do the second term, or this is not given in first form. So we will directly differentiate it with respect to x. So I am going to differentiate it with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x. So it becomes dy by dx is equal to the derivative of x with respect to x becomes 1, and this becomes 1 by p dp by dx. Now dy by dx can be written as p equal to 3 plus 1 by p dp by dx. So if we take it this side, then this becomes p minus 3 is equal to 1 by p dp by dx. Now I am going to apply the variable separable method. So I will take dx at one side and terms of p at other side. Now on integrating dx is equal to, firstly we can partially, we will take the partial fraction on this term, then this becomes 1 by p minus 1 by p minus 3. I hope you understand this, because this is the 12th class concept, so you will understand this, okay? After integrating, we can get x is equal to minus 1 by 3 log p minus log p minus 3. 1 by 3 is also here. So I am adding one integrating constant, that is 1 by 3 log c. I am taking 1 by 3 log c so that our equation will be in that form, so that we can take this 3 on this side and then we can easily solve. Then I am taking 3 at this side, so this becomes 3x is equal to sorry guys, this becomes minus minus plus, so this symbol is plus here. Since we are multiplying negative inside, so this becomes plus. So if I apply the property of log, then it becomes p minus 3 into c by p. Now I am taking anti-log on both sides. So after taking anti-log, it takes this form. So if I take 3c by p at one side and e raised to power 3x at this side, so this becomes c minus e raised to power 3x. Now if we calculate the value of p is equal to 3c by c minus e raised to power 3x. Now you can see this is our equation number 2. Now we will try to eliminate the value of p from equation 1 and 2. Our equation 1 was y is equal to 3x plus log p, which is given to us. So firstly we will calculate the value of p. So if we calculate the value of p, that is equal to y minus 3x e raised to power y minus 3x, that is equal to. So now we can put this value of p here. Then this takes the form. Hence the general solution is e raised to power y minus 3x is equal to 3c upon c minus e raised to power 3x. So this is the general solution. Or you can also put the value of p in this equation. Whatever you do, you will get a solution which is right always. So I hope you understand this. This is the method by which you can solve any differential equation which is not of first degree but in the first order. So I hope you understand it. If you have any doubt related with this video, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching.